Beyond the Game on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. I am Jacob Valk. Sitting across from me, the one and only Eric Fischetti. Eric, how are you, buddy?
I'm pretty good. You know, actually, on the way here, I was listening to a little bit of Elvis.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Viva Las Vegas.
Yeah, I saw an Elvis impersonator.
Well, what else is new? Hold on, wait. Was it Fat Elvis or was it like 50s Elvis?
Normal Elvis.
Which is, 60s Elvis? Okay,
yeah,
fine.
50s,
That's fair.
He was good, though. Good guy. His MC was beating me up through the whole show, but he was really funny. The number to call, if you have something on your mind, is 516-572-7440. And as much as I want to start with hockey, I got to start with basketball because the Lakers did something huge.
I know.
They re-signed Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
Coolest name in the NBA.
Yes, it is. They also signed a few other guys. Lance Stevenson.
Okay, he's okay. No problem.
Rajon Rondo.
I like him. Former
NBA champion.
Yeah.
And this guy who never went to college but has made a hell of a name for himself, LeBron James.
Who? Who is that?
The pride of St. Vincent St. Mary's High School.
Oh, the Akron kid. I heard of him.
Exactly. Number one pick in 2003.
He's wearing Jordan's number.
Yeah,
weird.
I know. My God. What are your thoughts on the Lakers now?
I hate it that they interrupted the Yankee Red Sox game to tell me that LeBron James signed with the Lakers. Where was my announcer when Mario Hezonja signed with the Knicks?
Where was my announcer when the Knicks did nothing? Except sign Joe Harris and Ed Davis.
Yeah, well, you know, it was a move. But
they were good moves.
In terms of specifically LeBron James, everybody else is a role player, obviously, around LeBron James, and James is going to make him better. This is a gamble. This is a huge gamble for LeBron because, as you know, at his whole career, he's been in the East. 8 straight NBA Finals. That's going to end.
Yes,
that is going to end this year.
Of course it is.
You can't tell me otherwise. He is taking a gamble for himself, but I feel like he's at this part in his career where he doesn't care if he wins another NBA championship because he got what he wanted. He got his first with the Heat. He brought a championship to Cleveland, which was the ultimate goal. And now he's going to LA, probably where he's going to end his career, and he's just playing out his contract. Maybe he wants to play with his son in LA. I really don't know. It's kind of a questionable move.
I wouldn't say that he doesn't care about winning an NBA title. I think he does want to at least tie MJ and have a better case to be the best player in NBA history. The one thing I'm going to say is if the Lakers don't get Kawhi Leonard, this makes no sense why LeBron went to the Lakers. Of course, the appeal of Showtime, of course, seeing all those banners up in the Staples Center means something, but he'd have been better off going to the Knicks if he wanted to go to a big market with a lousy roster. At least the Knicks have Porzingis. At least the Knicks have Tim Hardaway. Who's the best player on the Lakers right now besides LeBron? Brandon Ingram?
Maybe.
I mean, that doesn't appeal to me if I'm LeBron and I'm really trying to win an NBA title. Maybe he doesn't care. Maybe he honestly doesn't. I don't know. This was really confusing to me.
The problem that I have with this is that, number one, it was expected that he wanted to go to the Lakers.
Good job, Nick, by the way. Good job.
Yeah, he figured that out really early, and he's very smart when it comes to basketball. But the thing that bothers me...
when it comes to everything else.
I'm glad you said it, not me. But the thing that bothered me about LeBron going out west is that, again, there's just no parity in the NBA anymore. It's kind of a joke. The West is so top-heavy, more so than the East. He should have just... Look, it's easier said than done, but it would have made sense for him to stay in the East. It would have
made sense for him to go to the Sixers or even Boston. I could have accepted. Cleveland staying there would have been nice. Going to the Lakers is just confusing to me.
I think you're onto something here. If they don't get Kawhi, I don't really understand what this move was supposed to be for.
And the thing is, if the Lakers are to trade for Kawhi, it means no more Brandon Ingram. It means
Kuzma.
Yeah, it means no more Kyle Kuzma. Josh Hart will probably go in the trade, although he's expendable now that they added Stevenson and they brought back Caldwell-Pope. But it's just really confusing to me. I didn't understand it. I know that Nick had called it from day one, and I know that I had warmed up to the idea of him going to the Lakers as the decision drew near, and I give LeBron a ton of credit for not drawing it out. I give him credit for doing it the way he did it, really low-key, not making a whole big deal out of it.
No decision.
Yeah, I thought that was actually really good, but this is just bizarre to me. If they don't add someone else like Kawhi Leonard or anyone else, I don't know what he's doing. They'll be out in the first round.
I just don't really see what the appeal about the Lakers is. I just don't. They haven't made the playoffs in a couple of years. Lonzo Ball is, your point guard, and he's going to be better now that LeBron's on the team, obviously. He's not a bad player. Kyle Kuzma is probably going to be expendable now. Josh Hart, same thing.
But Kuzma really isn't expendable, though. He's their sixth man.
If they get someone good, like a Kawhi, then he's expendable.
But see, now I can make the argument that the Lakers would have been better off sticking with their young core and waiting for those guys to develop and adding in some more role players than gutting the roster for Kawhi, which is what you need to do now that you signed LeBron. If you're the Lakers, of course you add LeBron James. He's the best player in the NBA. And when you have the opportunity to add him, you do it. But if you're LeBron, why? You're never going to appear in another NBA Finals. It's not going to happen. I don't get it. I just don't understand it. You may be onto something. He may not care about winning another NBA title. The more I'm thinking about it, you may be right. He may have just only cared about the money. I think you may be onto something.
I don't know if it's about the money because, as you know, in the weeks leading up to free agency, specifically for the NBA, his son enrolled in a Southern California school, specifically in Los Angeles. Maybe this is a family thing. I don't know.
I think that's what it is, to be honest with you.
I really don't think it's about the money with him. I really think it's about...
He's got more money than God, so I don't think so. It's more about family.
He's God of the NBA, let's be honest. He's the best player. He's the best player in the NBA, but Kevin Durant is creeping on him. I'm sorry, it's true.
Steph Curry is too.
Well, yeah, that's true. But I really just think it's just a confusing move. Number one, because if you come out and say that this is the best place for me to possibly win another NBA championship, I don't know, because you got to get past the Warriors first.
And it's not going to happen. The way that the Lakers are currently constructed, it's just not gonna happen. The Warriors are too good. I don't care if Brandon Ingram reaches his full potential. I don't care if Lonzo Ball reaches his full potential. The Lakers will not make the NBA Finals with LeBron on their roster. They'll be lucky to even make the Western Conference Finals because I don't think they're better than Houston.
They are a playoff team, though.
Of course they're a playoff team. No question about that.
When you add LeBron, of course you're going to be a playoff team.
We do have a caller on the line. Caller, you're on Beyond the Game.
Well, hello. How we doing over there?
Oh, dear Lord, it's Nick Weinberger. Nick, how are you, buddy?
Hi, Jake. What's going on?
Nothing much. What's going on with you?
I would like my applause sound effect, please.
Don't tell me what to do. All right.
Be kidding.
There it is.
He did introduce himself as the ghost of Christmas past, and it's July. So thank you, Nick.
Oh, man.
So here's the thing. Guys, I got to tell you, it's not about money and it's not about winning anymore. LeBron James has already established himself as a winner. He's a winner in everybody's eyes. Three-time
He's
NBA
3-6 in the NBA Finals.
I get it, but he's already won. And on top of that, he came back to Cleveland and won a championship in a city that was deprived of championships.
Yes.
So the championship legacy isn't what he's after.
If he wants to be better than Jordan, that's what he needs. He needs more titles. Otherwise, he will never be better than Jordan.
He needs more titles for his NBA legacy. Jake, you're absolutely dead on there. But maybe that's not what concerns LeBron James anymore. LeBron James is on the precipice of being the first billionaire athlete ever.
Yeah.
So I look at him and I think, he is looking at a guy like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and thinking, I need to be closer to movies. I need to be closer to broadcasting. I need to be closer to TV, movies, commercials.
Wait. He's already been in movies. He was in Trainwreck.
I know, but I'm not talking about bit parts. I'm talking about being a full-fledged starring role.
He can't do that and be a Laker. What, is he going to shoot a movie in 2 months?
No, but he'll at least be there building contacts, building his resume, being in the area. And
he's LeBron James. He could talk to someone from Cleveland. If that's why you went to
easier in LA.
Of course it's easier. You can walk down the street, but listen, if this is about LeBron building his brand and playing with his son and maybe branching out into a career outside of the NBA, I can understand it, but I'm looking at it strictly from a basketball perspective.
Oh, he needs more championships from a basketball perspective.
And he'd have been better off going to the Knicks. The Knicks have a better roster than the Lakers. Without LeBron, obviously, and without Stevenson and Rondo.
We all knew that.
So before yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. Before yesterday. No, I just wanted to clarify. I wanted to make sure everyone knew the page I was on.
He can play with Super Mario.
I understand where you're at.
All right, Nick, thanks for the call, buddy. Good luck tonight.
To you guys.
Thank you, Nick.
You can also see Nick Weinberger and some other people here at WHPC at Eisenhower Park for a Billy Joel event, I think it is. I know there's an event going on tonight. I know the program director's probably listening. Sean, if you want to come in and promote it, you can.
Or text me if you left.
Yeah, or text me or text Eric. Do whatever you want. You're the program director.
We will relay the message.
I can't tell you what to do. So the Warriors signed DeMarcus Cousins. I got to get through the story. Signed DeMarcus Cousins to a one-year deal worth $5.337 million. You can't forget the 337. Last year for the Pelicans, he had 25.2 points per game, 12.9 rebounds per game, and 5.4 assists per game. Instead of asking you about the deal, I'm going to ask you this. What do you think of the NBA as a whole?
Jacob, I know you're not really on social media a lot. You're mainly on Twitter and stuff.
That's social media.
No, but like you're not like on Instagram or something.
No Instagram, no Facebook.
Right. So I follow Enes Kanter on Instagram, and what he did was he printed out a picture of, the Jerry West silhouette, one of the greatest logos ever, the NBA logo, and he lights it on fire.
Really?
Yeah, he lights it on fire. This is a constant mood from anyone that's not a Warrior fan. And he also tweeted out, you might have saw that they might as well see a break in Golden State Warriors sign Thanos to be their sixth man.
Yeah, exactly.
And look, I got to tell you this. I'm kind of falling into what you said much earlier, where you said that there was never that there was never any parity in the NBA.
There never has been.
I agree with you, but this is just getting ridiculous.
And there never will be until the NBA institutes a hard salary cap. It's what needs to happen, and I would be willing to undergo another lockout to get it done.
Do you think that we can see something? I'm not asking you if this is... well, actually, I am asking you if you can see it happen. You know how in the NFL they have the franchise tag? Can you see that being an NBA thing in the upcoming future?
That's possible, but that's more of a Band-Aid to keep the player around for one more season. The NBA does give the incumbent team more of an advantage. They can offer them one more year and more money, but nothing will change until there is a hard salary cap. In the NFL, there's a hard salary cap and there's parity. In the NHL, there's a hard salary cap and there's parity. And before the hard salary cap in the NHL, Eleanor's in the room, she can attest to this, there wasn't a lot of parity in the NHL before the salary cap. It was the Red Wings dominating,
the Avalanche,
the Penguins dominating, the Avalanche, the Islanders, the Flyers. There was no parity. You need a hard salary cap. And you're probably asking yourself, Jacob, how do you go and get the players to go along with it? There is something called basketball-related income. I'm not sure exactly how it's figured, but it was a big sticking point in CBA negotiations in 2011, I think it was. You got to give the players more of the BRI, which involves the owners taking less money. They're not going to like it. Their checkbooks are going to get lighter. But for the good of the league, for the good of your fans, if you're not Joe Lacob, you got to go for it.
See, and you know what's funny? We used to commend these players, like just go back to Gary Payton. We used to commend these players for trying to chase that last title.
Yeah.
Just trying to chase it.
It's funny that
where are we now?
Gotten to that point. Yeah. I texted you guys that. It's funny that it's gotten to that point.
It's just, I just don't, it's
Remember
so
when
strange.
David West went to the Spurs?
Yes.
I mean, we loved it. We absolutely loved it.
He was chasing the title.
Yeah, and now he's with the Warriors, and of course he won a title.
But I think it was a little bit more parity because a couple of years ago, it was the Celtics, the Raptors, and I'm going back to when LeBron was on the Heat. It was the Celtics, the Raptors, and the Heat. Even the Knicks
were in 4 straight NBA Finals.
I know, but there was competition with the Heat. The Heat
There
lost.
was no competition.
The Heat lost the first time that they were in the NBA Finals as a super team to the Mavericks.
Yeah.
So that was the only parity that the Heat had in terms of the rest of the NBA that they lost.
That is the outlier. That is the exception that proves the rule. There's no parity in the NBA, and you know.